The next presentation, or my presentation, is on the NEPHEWS twinning program. And before I start, I would like to thank the whole NEPHEWS team for giving me the opportunity to talk. And of course, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Antje Vollmer, and I'm the facility speaker of the synchrotron BESSY 2 in Berlin. This talk is actually given by two people, so Philip King will take over in a little while. But talking about twinning, so when you look at the users using large-scale infrastructures country by country, then there's a striking imbalance between the countries with a light source or an infrastructure and countries without. And this is usually due to the fact that people are a bit reluctant to use the large-scale facilities due to a lack of experience. And this is what we tackle with the twinning program. So the twinning program is not done by just a few facilities. When you look at the logos on this slide, you see that many of the facilities in Europe actually offer the twinning program. So you can choose which facility is the best suited for you when you join the twinning program. But now, what is a twinning program? A twinning program is an invitation to you to join an experienced user group at one of our facilities. And that means twinning brings together experienced users and newcomers in the field. And why is that important? Because when you can join a user group that is already very experienced, you have a lot of opportunities to discuss and to get accustomed to the facility. You will do your own experiments. So that means it all starts with networks, with working together. Networks, of course, start with information, and working together builds up experience. And experience then, in your case, creates confidence, and confidence gives you new ideas. So the circle is closed here, and that is the whole purpose of the twinning program. So do you have questions? Do you miss experience? Do you have the question how and where to start and how to find international partners? This is the opportunity. You get a training, how to use the facility, you get the experience, and of course, not in just a random field of science, but in exactly your field of research. So the twinning team will bring together people from the same field in research to really get the discussion going in what a synchrotron or a neutron source can do for you in your scientific field. So you see on the two pictures on the left-hand side what you shouldn't look like. So don't be scared. Fly high when you join one of our large-scale facilities. And then, of course, we expect you to also share your experience then with your colleagues in your university, in your country, in your field of science. And that means scientists are ambassadors for knowledge, for development, for peaceful collaboration, and for solutions. So we had a twinning program already in the previous program, which was called Calypso Plus. And the twinning program there was really, really successful. And you can find an interview with two of the twinning partners in that program on the webpage of Calypso Plus. And they said they would like to share the experience with people at their university and other collaborators. And of course, they say this experience was really, really valuable and a very, very good benefit. So you can read the full interview at the Calypso Plus webpage. The link is given on the bottom side of this page. But not only in the previous programs, already in NEPHEWS we had twinning teams. And here you can see twinning teams who teamed up at the Solaris synchrotron in Poland. And they say, what I value most about twinning is being able to work alongside people who share the same passion as I do. We can discuss our work, ask questions, and advance our research together. What I'm learning now will enable me to plan my own experiments, choose the ideal technique, write grant applications, and perhaps even mentor other young scientists in the future. So That means use the opportunity, get to know experienced people, discuss how to write good proposals and successful proposals, and don't be scared of large-scale facilities, and welcome to the family of the large-scale facilities. And here, Philip King will take over and tell you a little bit about the twinning teams in the field of neutron science.
Antje, thank you very much, and thank you for giving a nice introduction to the twinning program. So, as Antje says, I'm Philip King from the ISIS Neutron and Muon source, and we're very glad to be participating in the NEPHEWS twinning program. We've had 2 twinning visits already. This one on the screen here is from João Santos. He's a Portuguese student. He hadn't used neutrons before, but he was able to come to ISIS and get experience of using neutron vibrational spectroscopy and quasi-elastic scattering directly applied to his research area, which is a bio-related area working with anti-cancer agents. And he says that opportunities like the twinning program are crucial for supporting researchers like me. I'm grateful for this initiative and look forward to hearing exciting news about this. It's a really good way for people who haven't had experience of neutrons or muons to gain that experience. Here's another example. In this case, an ISIS instrument scientist, Alexander Tomczuk, hosted 2 early career researchers, visitors from Poland. Again, they hadn't used neutrons before, but they were able to use neutron reflectometry, gain experience of the technique to look in their case at liquid crystalline films. And they joined the experiment for several days, and they came away with the experience of how neutron reflectometry works and how it can be applied to their particular research area. Antje, thank you. So with those examples, this is all about how those of us who haven't got experience can gain experience, and NEPHEWS is really well set up to enable this. The good news is, if you want to participate in the twinning program, there are funds available in NEPHEWS that will fund your visit to the facility that you're going to go to. So your travel to and from the facility is covered. You can spend several days, however long it is, at the facility with an experienced team, working with them on the technique and the science. Your accommodation at the facility is covered by the NEPHEWS program. And the way it works actually is that you claim back your expenses, your travel costs that you've paid. You can claim those back from the host facility, and the host facility has that funding from the NEPHEWS project. Just a few words about who is eligible. So the aim with the twinning program, as Antje has said, it's to widen the experience of those, to widen the range of people, the range of countries, the range of researchers that have experience with neutrons or X-rays. There's a particular focus within the NEPHEWS program targeting the countries that are listed there: Estonia, Finland, Greece, Poland, Portugal, Romania, Serbia, and Ukraine. Users from those countries particularly welcome, but actually NEPHEWS recognizes that we want to extend this ability to gain experience to any country where there isn't a national source, any country which doesn't have its own research infrastructure, and to the other EU widening countries. So those are the priority countries for the NEPHEWS twinning program, and we welcome applications to gain experience, particularly from researchers within all of those countries. Antje, thank you. So some very practical stuff now. If you are thinking, how can I get this experience? How can I join an experiment at another facility with an experienced team, get it paid for, and come away hopefully then able to apply neutrons and X-rays in my research? Well, you go to the NEPHEWS website, www.beamtime.eu. A great URL that NEPHEWS managed to get there. Go to the website, and you can see a picture of the website there. At the top, there's program support, and you click on that, and you click on the twinning program that you can see there. Once you click on that, this page comes up, which gives you more details of the program. So much of the information that we've already shared will come up, who is eligible, all these kind of things. But then to actually get access, you click on the registration bit, that is that arrowed part on the left-hand side there. You click on that registration link and there is a form to fill in. You fill the form in, which gives you, it's about the details, your own contact details, things like that, previous experience that you've had and why you want to use the twinning program. And that will then get registered, and facilities then go in and claim, as it were, your twinning request. And if you know the facility that you want to visit, perhaps you are already aware of research that's going on, or maybe you've got contacts at the facility already, that's fine. Put that in when you complete the form. But if you don't know the facility, it's okay. Maybe you just know that you want neutron diffraction experience. Great, put that in, perhaps in the science area that you want to apply. We can then look and see the best facility for you to go to. So once you've put your request in, a facility will reserve your application and we'll say, yeah, would welcome you to come to our facility for an experiment, and the facility can be in contact with you to arrange that visit and that travel. So you make your visit to the facility. That will normally involve registering with the facility's normal user processes. So at ISIS, you would create an account in our online user system. You would ask for a visit in our system. That means we book your accommodation. You do our safety test, all the normal things that you would do before coming to a facility. And then you make your visit. You hopefully have a really good few days working with your experienced team. You can then put your claim in to claim your travel money back. There's a feedback form that NEPHEWS would like you to complete, so we ask that you do that after the visit. And then, of course, the most important thing, you continue to use neutrons or X-rays in your research, and you tell your colleagues how wonderful they are. One thing just to point out, there is no deadline for twinning requests. The system is open. It's open now. You could go straight away and put a request in today if you would like to. But if you need to think a little bit, that's fine. There's no deadlines. You just go to www.beamtime.eu at any time and you can put a twinning request in. And I think that is the final thing that we were going to say. So that's just a reminder of the website there. And Antje and I are very happy to take any questions. Thank you very much for listening.